contracts, all that is over. After that, we had done with what is offer and different types of offer. Does anyone remember offer and the different types of offer? Okay, we will with this. ஆமா முடியலையா? ஏய் நான் ரெக்கார்டிங் வேற பண்றேன். பார்த்து. Okay, we'll just go through this once again. I hope all of you have. Is the screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
So we will just go through this once again, and we will start with what is acceptance. We did with what an offer is. So when one person signifies to another his willingness to do something, when he is offering something or he is giving a proposal, that is said to be an offer. The person who is making the offer is called the offerer, and the person to whom the offer is made is known as the offeree. Next, we did with the different types of offer: the express offer, implied offer, specific offer, general offer, counter offer, cross offer, and standing offer. Now, see, this is what is an express offer: an offer which is both either in words, written, or spoken. That is an offer. It should be either in written or it can be oral, where you communicate or what is your proposal to either a specific person or to a group. That is known as an express offer. Implied offer is it need not be communicated, it is understood. For instance, when I get into the bus or when I get into a food joint, it is understood that when I pay something, I purchase something. So I don't have to enter into an agreement or something. That is an implied or which is understood, inferred from the context of the parties.
Ma'am?
Specific offers is only to a specific group or to a specific person. For example, A wants to sell his bike to B for rupees 10,000. So that's only an offer made to B. General offer is to the general public. For example, Great Indian Sale, which is at a large. And counter offer is already when there is an offer made and at the time of acceptance there are some terms which there needs to be some changes from the acceptor. So when the proposal is made, for instance, a bike A wants to sell his bike to B for rupees 10,000 and within 20 days he wants B to confirm the offer. Whereas B gives his confirmation or his acceptance only after 15 days. So this is a after the time has lapsed and he is giving he wants to negotiate the time. So whenever some conditions of the offer, terms of conditions of an offer change, then it is known as a counter offer. But the offer does not right. The offer still remains. Anyone remembers what a cross offer is? Anyone remembers what a cross offer is? Okay, a cross offer is one. For instance, A wants to sell his bike to B for rupees 10,000. B has not yet communicated his offer to B. Simultaneously, B also wants to purchase the bike of A for rupees 10,000. Even he has not communicated to A about his offer. So, where the communication, the subject matter remains the same, but the communication is not yet done from one end to the other, either from the offer to the acceptor or from the acceptor to the person who is offering. Then it is statically cross offer. Keep in mind, cross offer, the subject remains the same, the consideration remains the same, only the communication is different. Lastly, standing offer. Coming for who is that? Just mute yourself. Mute. Hello. Who is that?
Ma'am,
Vignesh?
Jayesh, ma'am, Jayesh, Jayesh, mute you.
Okay. Now we were doing with a standing offer. Standing offer refers to a continuous offer. For example, I said you that an oil merchant purchases from a regular vendor on a regular basis. So the quantity and the quality would vary, but the person from whom he is offering, so the offer and the acceptance remain the same. He would purchase the oil from the concerned person only, from the same vendor only. Only thing is the quality and the price would vary. That is known as a standing offer. So clear? We did with all the different types of offer. With this
Ma'am,
express, yes, ma'am.
ma'am, is implied offer equal to implied contract, ma'am?
Implied offer, you cannot say that it is an because it is legally accepted. Yes, you can say it is an implied contract also. Contract, the three
Ma'am,
important terms are there
uh,
should be an offer, there should be an acceptance, and there should be a legal objective. It should be legal obligation should be there. But in the case of implied offer, there is only an offer. We are not yet having the acceptance. So I cannot say that implied offer and implied contract are same.
okay, ma'am.
Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
This is just an offer, not an acceptance, or there is not legal obligation attached to it. Uh, Okay, then we just this. I want all of you to just go through it. I'll give you 2 minutes. Rules relating to offer. An offer, when accepted, must create legal relationship between the parties. The terms of the offer must be clear and certain, which is doable. It is not something which we cannot do. Declaration of intention by one person to another does not constitute a valid offer. It is just, for instance, I am planning to sell my bike. It is not an offer. I am just planning. I have not given him that I am planning. I am giving or offering or selling my bike. An invitation to offer is different from a valid offer. It is almost like when you enter into a departmental store, you are invited into it, but it does not say that the offer is complete. Only when you purchase certain items, you cannot tell that since you have entered into the departmental store, you have to purchase certain things. So, just an invitation to offer is different from a valid offer. Offer must be communicated, otherwise it would not be accepted. It must contain a term, the non-compliance of which would amount to acceptance. A mere statement of price does not constitute an offer to sell. For instance, if I sell, if I want 10,000 for my bike, it does not tell that I want to sell it. It is just telling that I'm quoting a price. That price of this bike is 10,000. And lastly, special terms of offer, if any, must be communicated to the offeree at the time when I make the offer itself, not later. Otherwise, the contract would become it would become void. Now we will move to acceptance. When I make an offer, when someone's accepted on the when the proposal is accepted, then we said it is said to be a acceptance. So, according to section 2b, when a person to whom the proposal is made, either in specific or in general, signifies his assent that he agrees to it, that proposal is said to be accepted. So, a proposal, when accepted, becomes a promise. So, acceptance can be expressed or implied. Always keep in mind express is either oral or it can be written, and implied is it is understood. I like with it in the offer. Is that clear, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, we would do with the legal rules relating to acceptance. Now, as we did in the offer, the same rules apply with regard to the acceptance also. Firstly, whatever the offer is made, if the person is accepting it, it should be communicated to the concerned person itself. For instance, I'll just quote you an example also. P offers to sell his bike to, or A offers to sell his bike to B for rupees 25,000. Now, A is prepared to pay only 20,000. In that case, the acceptance, there would not be any contract at all, because whatever it is, whatever the price is, the valid acceptance should be there. So whatever, even if I given us the offer is made, if you're not okay with the offer, tell him that you are okay to pay these 20,000. If he's accepting that 20,000, then it becomes the offer becomes valid. Then both offer and acceptance will become valid. So acceptance must be communicated to the person who is offering. Second one, acceptance must be given according to the prescribed mode. Now, the prescribed mode here we refer to the what is the way in which we communicate. Either it's right if it is a contract, if it is an agreement, or through post or anything. Through that mode, whatever we are doing it, it should be communicated in that mode itself. For example, if I post a mail to the person, or if, for example, A sends a mail to B to accept the offer or offering the offer, B should also reply back to the mail giving his acceptance. That should be the prescribed. The mode should, whatever is the mode that is offered, we should prescribe to the same mode. Mere mental acceptance is not enough. It goes with the first one. How would I know whether you are accepting the offer or not until you communicate it? So even if it is like yes, I accepted, or you tell it to a party, so mere acceptance to an offer is not a acceptance at all. It has to be communicated. Acceptance must be given within the specified time. So this, I think, all of you would be knowing that there is a time frame. For example, in which one we quoted, A offers to sell his bike to B, and he wants him to communicate before within 15 days. So he has to accept the offer and give his concurrence before this 15 days itself. After which the offer would lapse. So it should be within the specified time. Acceptance must be given only by the person to whom the offer is made. I cannot say that. For example, if it is a proposal of getting goods delivered, I cannot tell a third person that yeah, since he is your friend or he is a common person in between the offer and the acceptance. I cannot tell it to that person. it has to be, the proper communication channel should be between A and B only. There should not be another person C who is involved in any acceptance. So it should be given only by the person to whom the offer is made and not by anyone else, either his friend, relative, or anyone. That he is, for example, if you want to purchase a house also, you cannot tell that okay, he is ready to purchase the fund and he is accepting it, and later if he refuses that I do not accept the offer, you cannot sue telling that I heard or you told this person that you are purchasing the flat but you refused it now. No, you cannot legally sue it also because it is not communicated directly to the person who has made the offer. Till here, are you clear, students? The first five of it. It must be communicated, it must be according to the prescribed mode. Mental acceptance is not enough. Acceptance must be given in the specified time, and it must be given only by the person to whom the offer is made. Next, acceptance must be conveyed only to the offerer. Okay, this is a repetition, I believe. No third party should be involved. For example, someone wants to sell his bike and he says that you convey it to C. So there should be a direct a selling between, there should be a direct offer and an acceptance only between two persons. There should not be a middleman or a friend who is involved in it. It's a repetition, student. Acceptance cannot be implied from the silence of the offeree or his failure to reply. This we did an offer also, wherein A wants to sell his bike to B, and he offers that I offer my bike, I offer to sell my bike for rupees 10,000 to B, and within 15 days I will want to hear from you. If I do not hear from you within this 15 days, I accept that the proposal is accepted. So you cannot sue him if he is remained silent or he has not replied back to the offer, since it cannot be implied, or it cannot, these terms cannot be attached to the offer, where silence, where he does not reply, can be taken as an acceptance. Is this clear? It cannot be implied from the silence of the offeree or his failure to reply. The next one, an acceptance based on the presumption of an offer is not valid. Assuming that yes, he would accept it, it cannot come before an offer. Like, I don't even want to sell my bike, but he says that okay, I heard that you want to sell the bike. So once let the offer be made, after that only you cannot assume that I might be bored of my bike, but I'm not giving an offer to accept it. So in that case, I cannot accept the offer. So it becomes invalid. And lastly, acceptance must be given before the offer lapses within the time frame. Just go through all this once again and see that it is clear. Any doubts, just let me know, students. We'll just do with certain case studies after this. Let me know how much you have understood. Shall we move to case studies? Okay, there is one more point which we have not discussed. Now, for the offer and the acceptance, both, it is important that there should be a communication, either express or implied. Okay. Now, lastly, there is one more concept which is known as revocation of offer or acceptance. Revocation of offer or acceptance is withdrawal of offer or acceptance. When, under what circumstances it is that I can withdraw myself from either the offer or the acceptance? Anyone? Under what circumstances can either a offer can be revoked or withdrawn from, or a proposal can be withdrawn from? Under what circumstances? When can I revoke or when can I withdraw from the offer or
Ma'am,
acceptance?
if someone, ma'am, some either of the party like dies,
Very good.
something like
Either
that.
death of the offerer or the offeree. Okay. Then there can be a change of law. They can. Yes. If they are very good, yeah. If it is forced, like you will have to, or at a knife point or threatening, that you will have to accept. In that case, you can withdraw from the offer or the acceptance later. There's one more important point where I can withdraw from the offer is where there is lapse of time within a specific time. If the offer is not made or the acceptance is not made, in that case I can withdraw from the offer and the acceptance as such. So this is known as revocation. Revocation is withdrawal from either the offerer's point of view or the acceptance point of view. It can be due to lapse of time. It can be due to the prescribed mode which I wanted, that has not come to either the acceptance has not come through the prescribed mode of communication. There is a change of law or destruction of the subject matter itself, or there is failure to fulfill some condition by the acceptor. For example, within 15 days, or there is some condition which is a terms and condition attached, and the acceptor is not okay with it. In that case, also we can withdraw from the acceptance, or due to death of the concerned person. It can be either from the offerer or the offeree's point of view. Can we do with some case studies now? Okay, now I will not repeat this many a times. I want all of you to pay attention. You just do with some two or three. You will give me a reason as well. Why is it that it is not a valid offer or not a valid acceptance? Now, X in the course of conversation with Y tells him, or X tells to Y, that I am planning to sell my car for rupees 1 lakh. Is X making an offer to sell the car?
No, ma'am,
Why?
because it's just a casual conversation.
Very good. It's just a conversation which tells his intention that he wants to sell his car. It's not an offer given to Y. Good. Next one. Now, A, whose son is missing, he announces a reward of rupees 50,000 to anyone who finds his son. Now, B finds the boy and he hands it over to A also. But he is not aware of the reward which is announced by him. Can he claim the reward? I repeat, A has lost his son, so he announces a reward of rupees 50,000 to anyone who finds the boy. B finds the boy and hands it over to A, but he is not aware of the reward that was announced by A.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking, ma'am.
Is it clear now? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll repeat it again, students. A, whose son is missing, has made an
Ma'am, your voice is breaking, ma'am.
Naman, are you able to hear me?
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Naman, please, ma, don't make me repeat so many times. Can any one of you repeat what did I say? Anyone, at least tell what did I tell just now? What was the study case that I given? A had lost his son, and he announces a reward of rupees 50,000 to any person who finds his boy. B finds him and he hands it over to A, but he is not aware of the award which is announced by A. Can he claim the award? Anyone? He was not aware when he handed it over, but later he was aware of it. So he claims, can he claim the reward?
Yes, ma'am.
Why, Chaman?
Maybe not, ma'am.
Huh?
No, ma'am.
First, let me complete with
No,
Chaman.
ma'am.
Wait, let me complete with Chaman first.
No,
He
ma'am.
can claim.
He can or can I can't, ma'am. I couldn't. He can claim, ma'am.
He can claim.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Legally, I'm asking you. He can claim or
He can, ma'am.
he can claim, but is it a valid one, valid offer and an acceptance? Just tell me that.
No, ma'am. This is
No, ma'am.
the consideration
Because
is
he did
not
not know about the offer.
valid, no, ma'am.
Okay, Adit.
Because earlier we did not know about the offer, ma'am. So it will not be valid because he's coming after the whole thing has happened. If he comes to know later, he cannot. It's not a valid contract. Like there was no agreement that he has to pay
Okay.
when he
But
finds his son. It was
okay.
after which
There's
he knew.
one point which we said that revocation or withdrawal of the offer and acceptance was lapse of time. So when the son was lost, he was handed over also, but he was not aware of the what was the offer. So he cannot claim, or neither can he sue A for not giving him the law. Okay. Okay. Now A offers to sell his bike to B for rupees 50,000. Tells that I will pay you 10,000. Is this a valid offer? Why, Naman? So he would not be able to accept it because the amount, there are the terms and conditions of the offer which is made are changed. So this is not a valid offer. We'll do with one last one. Okay, listen to this carefully. X writes to Y, he writes to Y, I offer you my flat for rupees 1 lakh. Convey your acceptance by a telegram. Now, Y conveys his acceptance by a letter that reaches X after 3 days. Is P's acceptance or is X acceptance valid? The mode of communication is of course different, but after 3 days he is communicating. After 3 days he is communicating. Why? No, the mode is also different and time was also lapsed. 3 days later he is telling. Others, anyone else apart from him? An offer to sell my flat for rupees 5 lakhs, and I ask him to communicate through the mail itself or through telegram. But there is a letter which reaches him. Instead of a telegram, there is a letter which reaches him after 3 days. Is the acceptance valid? There are two things which are attached here. One is the time and second is the mode. Come on, students, any one of you.
I'm not able to get the answer. Can you
I'll
give us the
repeat it.
answer?
Don't worry. No, I'll repeat the question. I want the answer from you. There is an offer to sell a flat for rupees 1 lakh, but and he wants the offer to be acceptance to be communicated through a telegram. So what happens is the acceptor to whom the offer is made, he sends a letter which reaches him after 3 days. I want you to tell, is the acceptance valid?
No, ma'am. Because he asked for like the answer to be given in telegram, and also he asked it in that day probably,
Hmm.
and the time lapse because of 3 days after the letter came. So no.
Anyone else? Anyone else?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am, because it is an expressed offer.
Okay. The acceptance is valid unless S informs P that the acceptance. See, the mode of communication is one thing which has to be taken. So it is not communicated within the mode, and two, it is lapse of time also. So it is not a valid acceptance as such. Glad to know that many of you are paying attention and you are able to answer this also. Any other doubts with regard to offer, acceptance, and revocation? When is it that I can withdraw from the offer and acceptance? Communication needs to be complete or offer needs to be accepted. Yes, Satappan. You raise your hand. Any doubts, ma'am?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Next class we will start with what consideration is. Anyone? What consideration is? Something in price. No, 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 no.
Ma'am, it is the legal object, ma'am, so that person could offer anything in
Uh, it
for
is
consideration.
actually what an offer. I offer something for me. What is a consideration? The give and take. The subject matter is known as the consideration. For example, A and B wants to sell the bike. So bike is the consideration for A. I'm sorry, 10,000 is the consideration for A, and bike is the consideration for B. So consideration is the subject. What is being offered or accepted? Okay, who will take the attendance?
Ma'am, me, ma'am.
Why? Where is this?